Okay, so in this video we are going to divide 3 plus 5i and 4 minus 6i. As you can see over here in red, I have already written out the equation. So what we want by the end of this, what we want as our answer is a complex number, meaning a real number plus an imaginary number, or a multiple of I standing for imaginary. So what we're going to do first is multiply both the numerator and denominator by the complex conjugate of the denominator. And the complex conjugate of this denominator would be 4 plus 6i, and since we're going to be doing it to both numerator and denominator, 4 plus 6i, you're going to do it to both sides of the fraction. And now you just have to apply the distributive property, or FOIL in other words, meaning you're going to multiply the first terms, 3 and 4, the outer terms, 3 and 6i, the inner terms, 5i and 4, and the last terms, 5i and 6i. And you do this to the denominators as well. And once you have applied the FOIL, you should end up with something like this. So let's recap. So we did the first terms, 3 and 4, the outer terms, 3 and 6i, the inner terms, 5i and 4, and the last terms, 5i and 6, and we did on the bottom as well. For 4 times 4 being the first terms, outer terms, 4 times 6i, the inner terms, 6i, oh, that should be a negative, hold on, let me just, we'll put a green negative sign, and negative, so my mistake, no plus sign. Minus 6i times 4 minus 6i times 6i. Okay, so I went back and spaced out those minus signs just so it wouldn't be as confusing. I apologize for that. And if you look down here in the gold-ish, you'll see how I dropped down the answers to all these down in here. So 3 times 4, 12, 3 times 6, 18i. And if you notice how the signs, this plus sign is changed to a negative sign, and this minus sign changed to a plus sign. And the reason this happened is because of the double imaginaries. This stands for -1. So if you have like a negative and a negative, that would obviously be a positive, and it takes away the I as well, just to clear that up. And the next thing we're going to do is obviously add across. So we're going to add 12 and the 30, the 18 and the 20, the 16 and the 36, and obviously the 2 24s. Okay, and once you have added all of them, you should end up with -18 plus 38i over 52, which is the same as writing it out like this. But when we write it out like this, we have our real number plus our imaginary number, our multiple of I. So this is what we were trying to get. This is our answer.